Hello, everyone. So, we are sort of midway in April. Hey, interesting things happening. It it feels like thing is still going very slowly. I listened to some astrology this morning, and the guy said all the planets are now direct, and we're having this flow happening, and it's water energy. And I'm going like, I'm not seeing that yet. So remember, with everything happening in the world and the world energy and consciousness energy, there's always still a personal aspect as to where you are on your life path and what's happening in your life, the processes that you are working through. And that is why I always check with my clients as well when I'm doing a session. I'm very aware of where we are with the energy of the world and consciousness at any stage. But it's always applicable to you in a certain way. So I always take time to sit and interpret what's happening in my world. And that's also very much the energy of this week, because there's so much information coming through from the spirit world, insight and guidance and aspects of our lives that we need to realize, things that we need to let go that might be causing us a lot of pain and sadness, and still then on physical level being present, being human, being able to cope and exist in a life, to create, to be, to have joy and peace. It seems a lot to ask of us, hey? But the energy for this week, the angels have said to me, is all about, allowing that flow, being positive, being integrated, trusting in it. But remember, flow doesn't just mean everything's going to arrive. There's also a sense of trusting what needs to happen now and what doesn't. There's always that aspect of surrender as to what is not within your control and what is maybe not meant to be right now. So that's very much in my face right now at this stage, where I might have to postpone my trip to Canada because I simply have not received my visa yet. And it's like 10 days before I leave, I think. I don't even know, but it's close. So, and then we can say, oh, but why am I not supported by Spirit? Why is this happening? But there's the bigger picture. And something that I woke up with this morning was the angel saying that people's free will have become so much stronger. And what they meant by that is not that they want to override our free will, but people aren't always working according to their guidance. So as where things need to flow and they need to support us and help us, for instance, my case, to get that visa going, people are just not in their flow and not allowing what needs to happen. So there Archangel Michael saying, there's a lot of energetic spikes in the world. What does he mean with that? Let me just listen. So it's like people are activated more into resistance, restraint, and it's not always in line with their guidance or with what needs to happen through them to channel an energy of assistance to others. And this week, although, is a week where we can still focus a lot on spirituality, on meaning, finding meaning in what we do and how we channel that, and also with relationships. So look at the relationships that are really present and still showing up for you. You might also be going through a lot of changes where things have fell away. So focus on what is and what does work. The card I actually pulled from my Ask the Angel card says Hakaya, new opportunities. So that's very positive. So let's see what that can be. Don't make it a mind thing. Don't say, oh, this is not going to happen and this is going to happen. Allow it to come to the surface and to be shown. And then Michael's also reminding me of something he said to me this morning, is that people really need to focus right now on living a life of purpose, of dedication to something higher, to something greater than just yourself and your work and your physical reality and what you feel you need to achieve or just do right or manage. And if we lay that foundation of dedication and truth, you will find a sense of peace in what is. And when gratitude fills you, that will be your foundation for new experiences, new opportunities, and new ideas. But it might not be about earthly success. It is about being a divine being on an earth that needs you to be in line with your soul, to be in line with truth, authenticity, love, and compassion. And to allow those who are not aligning with that to go. Let them go. So I think to sum it up, this week is truly about listening to the guidance, that which has come up for you, especially with the full moon on Saturday. Even more things are coming to the surface, coming into the light to be used, to be created with. And it gives us a true sense of who we are. But after the full moon, I've actually felt like I'm almost, it's as if I'm popping into other people's lives and maybe past lives of mine, I don't know. But it felt like I'm not aligned with me. And like my life doesn't make sense and my world doesn't make sense. And this is what Michael is whispering here to me as well. And this is what we have to work with. To be present with all of that. But it's almost too much. It's almost too overwhelming. So keep centering yourself in this reality, in this presence. And by being dedicated, by having pure principles, and by having healthy habits of mindfulness every day, of how you show up for yourself and for the world, that's the only thing that's going to make sense right now. So I hope all of that makes sense to you and helps you. But keep focusing on rebirth, new opportunities to be the true you, to reach heights of awareness and levels of experiences where you can celebrate what you showed up for on earth. I'm sending you so much love, and we'll chat again next week. Bye, guys.